6:20 a.m. I'm gonna chow down some chobani, take some supplements, and start on my way to the gym. It's a little later than I would have liked. I woke up at 6. I wish I got going a little sooner, but it is what it is. The goal, I should be leaving right now. The goal is to leave right now, which is obviously not happening, and then be there at 7. So I'm already fucking behind, so I'm just gonna go ahead, scarf this down. Fuck, dude, I don't want to eat this. All right, this is for the car now. Chobani's for the car. L-citrulline, boom. Dry scoop that. Whoa, oh, that's some cold water. Now the creatine. Cheers. My mouth is numb, the water's so cold. Fuck. I'm on my way to the car. I was fucking rushing out, thinking I was late as shit, but I'm actually right on time. So, it's gonna be a good day. We're hitting legs today. It's part of the morning ritual. It is 6:36 right now. We're gonna go ahead and call Matt. He's a late sleeper. So this motherfucker never wakes up till like 11 a.m. or noon. And I love to call him bright and early in the morning. My reasoning is I feel like maybe then he'll start his day a little sooner, and then I helped him out by being like an extra early alarm. And maybe one day he'll actually pick up and say, hey, and you know, I always need company on the way to the gym, so we're gonna ring him. Call Matthew.
Calling Matthew.
It's gonna take 2 times because you gotta get through his do not disturb.
Your call has been forwarded to
4.
voicemail.
4 rings, that's pretty good. So we're hitting legs today. Pretty simple workout. In 6 sets of RDLs and 6 sets of heel raised Tom Platt-esque squats. I don't have Olympic squat shoes or nothing, so I just put a fucking plate under my Crocs and call it good. There is 6 sets programmed in for donkey calf raises. When I woke up this morning, my fucking calves were still sore as shit from 2 days ago. I might just move that over to my tomorrow. So I just pulled up in the parking lot. I'm fucking starving now. I got 10 minutes, so I'm gonna eat my chobani. Chobani! Chobani! Is that racist? Oh! All right, so here I am. I'm warming up. I start with the bar, which I didn't include in the video, then 25s, then 45s, and then, you know, keep going up. This gym has 35s. I'm not a fan of throwing those on there for warm-ups because I feel like that's too much warming up. But I do feel like warming up is really important. It's dropped my injury risk a shitload. So now I just include it on every exercise. Even if I'm going from one back exercise to the next back exercise, I'm still warming up on it. All right, so this marks the start of my working weight. Like I said, I'm doing 6 sets of RDLs with heavy weight for me. Heavy for me, not for you. Going for reps of 8. So 6 sets of 8 of RDLs. Last week I did 225 for 3 sets of 5. So I thought going in today, this is the first week of my mesocycle, so I haven't picked a weight for this exercise yet. So going in today, I thought I was gonna get 225, and I very clearly didn't. Here I went up to 205 pounds, but I very quickly, you know, I hit 6 instead of 8, and it was clear to me that it just was not going to happen for 6 sets. So I went back down and I kept working on it. Just trying to maintain some semblance of slow on the down and keep in good form. Some people wanted to use a machine next to me, so I just moved the camera. So this is my 4th set. I went ahead and counted the one where I went up and got 6 sets. You can tell I'm starting to get tired here, putting more effort into my breathing. Wasn't happy with my last rep. I freaking hate this song. Every time this song comes on in the gym, I get pissed off. I don't listen to music in the gym, I just listen to my fucking thoughts, and this song pisses me off. All right, this is my last set. You can tell it's getting pretty heavy, pretty taxing, but I'm still doing good with the form, which is good. Not quite sure if it was 3 reps in reserve. Might have been closer to 2 or 1. But ultimately, I feel good that I pushed myself. And a heavy leg day always feels good afterwards, even if you went overboard.
I like it.
All right, now we're moving on to our Tom Platt squats. This is just a warm-up weight, 135. I did it with 25s too and the bar, but didn't film it. And this is our first working set of squats. We're doing 6 sets. I was going for sets of 6. I ended up getting 6 on this first one and then hitting sets of 5 for the rest. You could probably hear my knees clicking quite a bit. It wasn't painful, so I just ignored it. This is where I started hitting sets of 5. And here I had an absolutely abysmal re-rack. Please don't make fun of me for it. I haven't used this kind of rack a ton, so I'm not comfortable just fucking slamming it as hard as possible like the big guys. But I'll get there. All right, this is set 3. This is where it really started getting hard for me. Had to take a big breather on that one. I specifically chose this movement because I wanted to focus on the quads more, but I think I was so tired from the RDLs that I was getting some activation, especially on my glutes, but also my hamstrings from this, which was not really the design of it. You notice I'm not wearing a belt. That's because I wanted to also work on my core strength. But Jeff Nippard says that you'll get better quad activation if you use your belt. So I might try that next time and see how that feels. They're always playing Bad Buddy in the gym. The gym is completely comprised of Italians and Brazilians. And then this was my last set, went pretty well. Serious struggle there. And then I packed up and stretched. Oh, just got out of the gym. It's 7:55, so I was in there about an hour. It was probably a little bit more intense than it should have. My shit is shaking. So probably not 3 reps in reserve. I don't know, it's hard as a natty because I feel like all the best information comes from people that are either very clearly on steroids and admit to steroid use, or people who claim to be natty, but in my personal opinion, I just assume anyone who makes a fucking living off of fitness content in any sort is on steroids. And I think that's the fucking smart move, and I think you should too. Because obviously they're gonna fucking lie about it if it makes them more money, because it's their fucking job, right? And that's what the industry as a whole has been doing since forever. So why would that be any different now? And as a natural, my recovery is less than that of a person on steroids. So the type of training they're advocating for, while effective for them, may not be the most effective for a natural. Obviously, I don't want to do too much, because if I can't recover, then I'm missing out on gains. But I also want to do too little, right? And the human body is not necessarily meant for packing on pounds and pounds and pounds of muscle for the average fucking person. If I'm doing like 3 reps in reserve as a natural, sure, that's more effective than nothing. But, if I'm not really pushing my body, is it gonna fucking grow? Maybe it is that 1 week on the end of the mesocycle where you're really, really pushing it hard is enough to kind of get some growth, and maybe I just need to trust in the process. I don't know, bro. Lately, I've definitely been pushing it harder in the gym than I ever have before, right? Definitely in the past, I've just done 8 because 8 was the magic number or whatever, and then stopped regardless of if I was tired or not. And I think I felt like a little fatigued cardio-wise, but I was nowhere near the level of like muscle failure that I am now. And even now, I feel like I'm not pushing it like to full failure, you know? It's not like I'm doing like a Trend Twin Sam Solik type of failure, right? I'm probably closer to a Dr. Mike type of failure, where like I wouldn't be able to do another rep with good form and I stop, and perhaps that's safer. But that animal in me right now is just like, you could have done 6 more. You could have done 6 more. So I think when I'm thinking of like 3 reps in reserve, I'm really probably doing a lot closer to 0. Like that last set of fucking squats, I feel like I could have done 3 more, but I don't know how good the quality would have been. But I also doubt I could have done 3 more every single fucking set of those 6 sets. No fucking way. So then that can't have been 3 reps in reserve. So I don't know. We'll see. All right, we're back from the gym, so it's time to eat. We're gonna be cooking up a burger. All right, I'm gonna put you all on game. First of all, always weigh your meat so you know how many calories you're having. Make sure that you put it in your little app or whatever so that you get the correct calories of it cooked versus uncooked, because the weight is different. All right, seasoning. We're putting on garlic powder, salt, and pepper. Fresh ground pepper is best, and we want kosher salt. Kosher salt's gonna be the best, or any large grain salt. Cook it on the cast iron. Cast iron's gonna be way better than any skillet in terms of taste and shit. 5 minutes each side. Put you all on game. 2 slices of cheese. That shit's gas. Then you let it sit for 5 minutes so the juices suck back up. That's it for today. I'm just going to chow down on this burger and this milk and probably take a shower and jerk to some cat boys later.